Okay, before we start, you should know this isn't a regular talk show. The only thing that this thing will have in common with real talk shows is that talking will somehow be involved. How are we different though? I'm glad you asked. Well, for starters, we have no audience because we couldn't afford one. And the other thing is, yeah, we have no budget. Almost everything you see here, we are borrowing from the Media Center here at CCSU, who generously lets some students use their studio to put together their very own show. So hopefully it won't be 100% crap. Let me show you around. Here we have our guest chairs for when we actually get someone down here to talk to me, which I'm not sure when that'll happen. And this chair, however, is specifically reserved for Mr. Donald J. Trump, whenever he wants to come on down and be on the show. We'd love to have him. We can talk about sports, weather, what he's been watching on Netflix, or politics. I'm kidding. I wouldn't make him talk about something he knows nothing about. That's not fair. Over here's my desk. I have everything a talk show host might need. I have a mug, I have papers, I had pens. Hey guys, can I get some pens over here? Oh. Thank you. You just found out that we're not getting paid. Heartbreak. Anyway, let's see here. I have a phone that's not plugged in, but will work through the magic of television. I also have a fishbowl that's currently empty because my floor manager, Allison, won't trust me with a living thing. I'd be a great dad. But if you know any single fish in the area looking for a good time, bring him on down. And of course, for good luck, my autographed picture of George Takei. I actually did meet him to get this too. Cost me $50, but totally worth it just to breathe his air. Love you, George. Now, on a serious note, this show isn't tied to any network or sponsors, so we have free reign. That means we are going to do things that we'd want to watch and say things that would make us laugh. Now, please know that we're not out to offend anybody, and I'm sorry if we end up upsetting you in the future. We're not professionals by any means, but we're having a lot of fun making this show, so I hope you'll have fun watching it. At the very least, you'll have something to do while you're on the John and out of BuzzFeed quizzes. So, without further ado, cue the music. Buenos dias, this is the weekly show. My name is Dustin Wong and you are the audience, and that's all I know so far. Here are last week's top stories. The 88th Annual Academy Awards took place this past Sunday. Before the event, the Oscars were under a lot of scrutiny for not having enough black nominees. This gave birth to the hashtag OscarsSoWhite, also known as Concussion Was Pretty Good, also known as Where Big Willie At? So, you have a Chris Rock host, and they close the ceremony with a Public Enemy song, which follows the age-old white tradition of being called racist and then trying way too hard to prove that you're not. At its core, though, the Oscars are a celebration of film. It's for filmmakers and film fans. Everyone loves movies, but how many people know movies? Our Nothing Better to Do correspondents Mike Hell and Derek Baez went around CCSU campus to find out.
We're on CCSU's campus. I'm correspondent Mike Hell.
And I'm Derek Baez. And today we're here with nothing better to do, so we're going to go out and ask some students what they know about movies. So let's just get started.
Hey, you want to be on TV?
Sure.
Real quick? All right, I'm going to ask you a couple questions about movies.
Okay.
Real simple. Fill in the blank quotes.
Okay.
All right. This movie is from Back to the Future. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious A, fireworks, B, problems, C,
The first one.
fireworks?
Sure.
Absolutely positive. You absolutely positive.
I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah.
Wrong. I'm sorry.
So love means never having to say A, I love you, B, I hate you, C, I'm sorry.
C.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's right. All right, good job, man. Awesome. He knows movies.
I'm getting too old for this blank. A, running. B, world. C. You sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely positive?
No, but I'm gonna say yeah.
All right, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
I have blank, Greg. Can you milk me? A, cows. B, nipples. C, udders.
I would have to go with nipples.
Are you sure? Absolutely positive on the nipples.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and last one.
Okay.
King Kong ain't got blank on me. A, height. B, information. Or C. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right. It's not your blank. A, fault. B, seat. C, time. A, fault.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You got it. Oh!
Life is like a box of blank. Now here are your choices. Shoes?
Chocolates.
No, dude. That's not right.
No, he's right.
I am? Am I right? I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm bad at this, man. I give up. Quit it. Cut it. We're not doing this anymore.
Now, me personally, I didn't stay awake for the whole Oscars. I stopped trying to wait through a bunch of rich, famous people give each other awards and look better than I did at prom. All I remember, though, is that the first half was basically proving that Mad Max Fury Road was the coolest movie last year. And it was. You can make your period piece as pretty and accurate as you want, but there's no topping a flamethrower guitar. Yeah! But yeah, I missed the last couple awards, like Best Actor, Best Picture, Best Actress, but I'm pretty sure I know what happened, so let me just say this. Leo, I'm sorry. You deserved to win. It's been like, what, 5 times now? And they gave it to Eddie Redmayne again for starring in The Danish Girl, although he looks nothing like a Danish. Oh yeah, girls, but I know he's so yummy. I can't believe it either. So hey, Leo, I'm here for you, man. You're gonna get it next year. I mean, you've drowned in icy waters. You found out what ate Gilbert Grape. You got caught by Tom Hanks, grew a creepy mustache, made me question every decision I make, owned a slave ranch. You did so many drugs, and fought a bear. What more does the Academy want from you?
He won.
What? Wait, what? Leo won. Leonardo DiCaprio actually won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the guy who directed Step Brothers winning an Oscar.
He won too.
That happened.
Leo won last night. I don't believe you guys.
And the Oscar goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
There's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on.
He did it! He did it! Leo finally won an Oscar! Oh, that's the best thing ever. Wait, hang on. I don't have a top, but it fell. It's not a dream. It really happened. I never had a doubt in you, buddy. Oh, this is the best thing to ever happen. You know, now that you finally have an Oscar, Leo, you can stop trying. Really, you can just stop. You have all the fame and acclaim, and you can just start making B-list straight-to-video movies or crappy comedies and rom-coms, because that's what the people really want from their A-list actors. Right, Robert De Niro? No matter what, though, in every trailer they're going to call him Academy Award winner Leonardo DiCaprio. And honestly, the best part of this news is that everyone can finally shut up about Leo not winning anything. So, rest in peace, Leo memes. When accepting his award, DiCaprio kept his cool and used his stage time to discuss the very serious topic of climate change. This was a much more noble speech than this first draft, which was just, it's about damn time. But the Oscars were a 12-hour-long event, so there's much more to talk about than just DiCaprio. Like how they had adorable Asians on stage and no one invited me. Come on, I'm cute, right? Now, a big part of the Academy Awards is not even during the actual ceremony. The red carpet has become its own event of stars showing off their Sunday best and reminding us why they're better than we are. On the red carpet, it's not about what you were in, but who you have on. To go into more detail about the Oscars fashion, we turn to our Pretty Things correspondent, Haley Paternoster.
Thanks, Dustin. Hi, guys. I'm Haley Paternoster.
And I'm Allison Boylard, and we are here from The Weekly Show.
This past Sunday, the Super Bowl red carpets happened. The 2016 Oscars. It wasn't about what the stars wore, but who they wore.
Oh, now, a lot of people came with their A games and looked fabulous, but a lot of other people did not hit the nail on the head because we're here to talk about the best and the worst dressed on the red carpet. Well, let's start with Alicia. What's her
Vikander. She
yes.
definitely made a statement, and that's for sure, and it definitely stuck with a lot of people.
See, it brought out my inner princess. I loved it. That yellow dress, she looked like Belle, the princess, and it really brought out my inner princess. I loved it.
Moving on to Naomi Watts. She was wearing an Armani Privé. I don't know where he came up with this idea. The colors, I think, didn't go well together, but it reminded me of something, and I couldn't remember, and then I remembered the storybook that my parents used to read to me, The Rainbow Fish.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Yeah.
And I thought as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, either she looks like a mermaid, she looks like the Rainbow Fish. I don't know if the author of The Rainbow Fish patented his idea or not, because now we got the Rainbow Fish on some dresses.
I loved the rainbow. It was a very good idea. It's just, yeah, like you said, that's really funny. That it does
looked
like that.
The sequins resembled scales. Like I thought the dress. There's definitely worse dresses.
Yeah.
But it's like once you get the image of the rainbow fish in your head, there's no turning back.
I mean, she went with the rainbow, but if we go complete opposite way, Kate Winslet wore black, which is usually the safe zone. When you wear black, you're safe.
Yeah,
but
and for her, this was not very safe. There was no shape to her dress. It literally would be like if I put a trash bag on and thought I could go to the red carpet. Walk down the red carpet.
Yeah, you should do it.
I'm gonna have to. And then we'll definitely have to compare.
Yeah, we will.
Next, Kate Blanchett, which so far is a winning dress on the Today. They had a poll going.
I heard that.
And so far, she's in the lead. And she's also wearing a Armani Privé.
I can't deal with the pastels. It didn't look good. It washed her out. I loved the green.
Right.
But it's just
a pretty color.
Yes.
It looks like I could have made a trip to Michael's and I could have just glued those flower petals on myself.
Please go back to our store. I can't.
It's like
those flowers.
The flower girl forgot to drop her flowers. I don't know. I don't really know what they were thinking, but spring is here, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, and she thought it'd be okay to wear it on the red carpet.
Well, if she's number one, I really thought Jennifer Garner would have won Best Dress because she was very simple, she was very elegant. That black dress, it just looked fantastic on her.
Right. It was definitely flattering, and she did come in mere second. I don't know if they like Kate so much just because there was so much controversy about it. That could have been a big reason.
Yeah.
But not only did Kate bring spring early, Jennifer Jason Leigh and Heidi Klum.
The pastels again.
It is. And it's just like, they're beautiful colors, but not to be worn.
No.
And then on top of that is just more flowers. And Heidi Klum, thank God she only had one sleeve. It was just not flattering at all.
Yeah, no. Didn't do it for me.
Now Lady Gaga brought it per usual,
Shocker.
Always making a statement.
It was simple. It was a simple statement. It was very elegant.
Who else can rock a pant leg dress?
Only Gaga.
Exactly.
She's the only things,
but no, she definitely,
pulled it off.
Yes. One of my favorites, Jennifer Lawrence. Wearing couture, I don't know if it's just, I just love Jennifer so much that, here I am calling her first name, like one of her first name days is Jennifer. No. I just love her so much, and I don't know if it was just the hair, she had perfect color, the perfect cut, the bob, just the whole couture lingerie look, I thought worked. I thought it was sexy, it was very flattering on her. And our last one, Rooney Mara.
Her dress reminded me, you know a doily? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like a doily?
Okay, yeah, that my grandma puts underneath my mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving at the table. Yeah.
She looks like a doily. Like,
okay.
I can't.
It was just
cut it up and put your glasses on it. I can't.
Something, or just hang it from the window. I don't know, like, it could have been a curtain. It could have been anything but a dress.
It got her hair. Anyone that slicks their hair back like that and pulls their hair up, it does not look good.
It literally looked like one of the warriors from Mulan.
Shang.
Shang, yes.
The leader. Yeah,
And that's not a
definitely
compliment.
with going. You don't need the bun. Just let it all hang.
No. But, as we can all tell, there's definitely some hit looks out there.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going on this rant if you let us. So,
But some stars definitely missed the look.
yeah.
We're going to go back to Dustin in the studio.
Like I said, a lot of things happen at the Oscars, so I just have so many things to say. Okay, hang on one time. Chris Rock did a great job. I can't wait for Billy Crystal next year. That Stacey Dash thing was weird. We're never going to hear from her again. Jacob Tremblay from Room was adorable as usual. I'm sure Kevin Hart was happy that someone was actually shorter than him. I'm almost done. Now that Leo won, we can finally drop all these jokes that we can't make these jokes now he's lost. And hang on, I'm almost done. Hang on, give me time. I just want to say my friends, my family, all my crew. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. My second family. I'll be right back after Fit to Black. See how fast that was? Now, unless you forgot, there are other things going on in the world besides the Academy Awards, like presidential hopeful Donald Trump, who had a busy weekend first fending off the former Mexican president Vicente Fox.
I declare, I'm not going to pay for that wall.
Donald quickly responded on Twitter, he must apologize. If I did that, there would be an uproar. Donald, you've made highly questionable remarks your entire campaign and probably your entire life. You haven't apologized for any one of them. One person says to you and you freak out. That's like O.J. Simpson asking for an apology if you give him a paper cut. It's hypocrisy at its finest. After taking on Mexico, Trump battled the Cuban wrestling tag team, Little Marco Rubio and Lying Ted Cruz. Donald's words, not mine. In a fight-to-the-death cage match held in Houston on Thursday.
This guy's a joke artist, and this guy's a liar.
Where was Donald? He was firing Dennis Rodman on Celebrity Apprentice.
You may not be aware of this, Donald, because you don't follow this stuff very closely. If he hadn't inherited $200 million, you know where Donald Trump would be right now? Selling watches in Manhattan.
This is another area.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
We had a lot of fun up here tonight, I have to tell you. Thank you for the book.
Donald, relax.
Go ahead, I'm relaxed. You're the basket case.
The three GOP frontrunners took most of the spotlight during the debate, away from Governor Kasich and Dr. Ben Carson, who honestly didn't even need to be there. Ultimate levels of desperation were reached when Carson blurted out, "Can somebody please attack me?" Being the first time an African American would have benefited from an assault from a crazy white guy. Though Trump did come out of the weekend with a boost, getting an endorsement from New Jersey governor and recipient of a clearly failed lap band surgery, Chris Christie. Trump, obviously known for his politeness and respectful ways, knew exactly how to send off his new friend after such a kind endorsement.
Get in the plane and go home. It's over there. You go home. Thank you, Chris. Wow. Thank you. This is one endorsement, really, that I wanted.
He was the one endorsement that you really wanted? Come on, Don. Normally when someone endorses you, you welcome them with open arms, not push them away. Unless that endorsement is from the white supremacist group the Ku Klux Klan, specifically their former Grand Wizard David Duke.
Will you unequivocally condemn David Duke and say that you don't want his vote or that of other white supremacists in this election?
Well, just so you understand, I don't know anything about David Duke, okay? I don't know anything about what you're even talking about with white supremacy or white supremacists.
Really, Donald?
Even if you don't know about their endorsement, there are these groups and individuals endorsing you. Would you just say unequivocally you condemn them and you don't want their support?
Well, I have to look at the group. I mean, I don't know what group you're talking about. You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about. I'd have to look. If you would send me a list of the groups, I will do research on them, and certainly I would disavow if I thought there was something wrong. But you may have groups in there that are totally fine, and it would be very unfair. So give me a list of the groups, and I'll let you know.
By the way, Donald, here's that letter you asked for. It's being sent out immediately. Do your research on these wonderful groups and please get back to us. Sadly, it is no question now that Trump is becoming the Republican alpha male, and you can't make it to the top without making a few enemies. One of them joins me here tonight. He's the leader of the Catholic Church and has a doper hack game than Pharrell. Everyone please welcome Pope Francis. The Pope himself is in my studio. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me on your first show, Dustin. I am honored.
You're honored. Please, Mr. Pope, I should be honored. You're God's wingman, and I'm, a cheap discount Conan O'Brien. I should be honored here.
Oh, stop it. You're far too kind.
Oh, thank you. Now, let's just jump right into things. Recently, you've taken on the Donald and have denounced him as a Christian because of his stance on immigration.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly don't you like about it?
Well, Dustin, we must ask ourselves, JD, or what would Jesus do? And I guarantee you, Dustin, he would not build this wall.
Be a heck of a wall, though. He's one heck of a carpenter.
Well, you must not shut out an entire country. You must offer them a helping hand. Without Mexico, we wouldn't have guacamole, mariachi bands, or even Selma Hayek. Why should Americans turn their backs on Mexico?
Well, Trump is arguing that you're not seeing the whole story. That illegal immigration and drug trade is such a huge issue that building a wall is the only option we have left. He even said that he'll build the wall 10 feet higher after Mexico said they wouldn't pay for it.
Okay, well, let me respond to that with a hypothetical situation. So say you and your roommate get into a scuffle over the fact that he robo-trips in your room and steals all your condoms. So you decide to build a wall to divide the room. The situation didn't change. It just creates different circumstances. He still is going to trip and steal your shit. So guide him down the right path and don't shut him out.
I'm sorry, Your Holiness.
Okay.
Robo-trips?
Robo-trips. It's when you drink Robitussin and 7-Up.
Of course, right.
Well, this situation isn't very hypothetical because this all actually happened to me my freshman year at college.
Well, I would have loved to party with a young Pope Francis then.
Oh, yes, you would. I was quite a rapscallion back then. Those days are long behind me.
Oh, I'm sure they are, Your Holiness.
Oh, yes.
Now, Trump responded to your attack on his faith by saying, and this is a direct quote if you may, if and when the Vatican is attacked by ISIS, which as everyone knows is ISIS's ultimate trophy, I can promise you that the Pope, which is you, would have only, which of course is you, would have only wished and prayed that Donald Trump would have been president because this would not have happened.
Well, that's a scary thing to say, and hope to God that it doesn't happen. But I'm a grown man, and I don't need Donald Trump to fight my battles.
Wait, what's going on here? Where'd you get that?
Which is why I'm challenging Donald J. Trump to take me on in the ring, put his money where his mouth be. Come on, Donnie boy. You too scared to fight old man? After the deal? More like after defeat. I'm going to crush you.
We needed that, Mike. Well, okay, that happened. Well, so besides from taking on the Trumpster, you also decided to take on death itself. And you called for a worldwide abolishment of the death penalty. Now, you're a preacher of peace, so this declaration isn't that surprising coming from you. So I have to ask, what took you so long?
Well, Dusty, my boy, we must look at the 10 Commandments. And clearly does it state under the 6th, credit, debit. Think a crackhead paying you back? Shit, man, forget it.
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry. Wrong commandments. That was the big man.
I'm pretty sure God never said that.
Oh, God. That was Biggie Smalls. Clearly, the 6th commandment states, thou shalt not kill. All life is equal, regardless of the choices we make.
Well, do you think it's kind of weird that the murder didn't even crack the top 5 commandments? I mean, the first couple are about God's ego, and then it's about honoring your parents, and, well, I can't think of a better way to honor someone than not killing them.
I think God just had to be sure that people understand he is top dog, woof, woof. Then he dealt with other issues.
Woof, woof, indeed. Well, Your Holiness, I thank you so much. Bless you for coming on my show.
Okay.
You are yeah, I'm cool. Thank you. Come on the show anytime. We'd love to have you again. All right. We'll be right back after another quick fade to black. That was empty. Now, we were supposed to have a real guest tonight, but we couldn't get one in time. And believe me, we tried. Anyways, this has been fun. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad we had this time together. I feel like we've really bonded and grown closer through this experience, you and I. Maybe close enough that you can finally stop dragging your feet and pop the question already. I'm not away forever, Jackson. I'm a catch. But if you should take anything away from this episode, if there is a moral to the story, a lesson to be learned, it's this. Never trust a guy in a long coat. You could just be a kid on another kid's shoulders. Good night, everybody.